What's going on, guys? Parker here, and I'm back with another video. And today I got my top 5 NBA Prize Picks player props for the day. And before we get in this video, guys, do me a favor and subscribe to the channel down below if you are new, as well as giving this video a big thumbs up because that really helps the channel out a ton and helps push my content out to more and more people, guys. So I really would appreciate it. And also, guys, yesterday, once again, we had an NFL sweep. Jared Goff pass completions cashed. Lamar Jackson pass completions cashed. Travis Kelce yards cashed, and then Brock Purdy pass attempts pushed. So still a 3-0 sweep instead of a 4-0 sweep. And we are now on a 13-3 run over our last 4 days with our props. So make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel down below for that, because we have been absolutely cashing out as of late. And if you guys have been tailing these slips and you guys have been cashing out with me, then let me know down below in the comments, because that makes my day when I know I'm helping you guys make some money as well. And then also, guys, I wanted to mention my prediction videos I made on the NFC and AFC Conference Championship games were both correct. I said the Lions would cover the spread, but they would end up losing a close game. Was correct about that. And I said the Chiefs would outright win this one. They won that one as well. So we made a lot of money on Fanduel yesterday if you tailed that as well, because I talked about it in little short form videos on TikTok and YouTube Shorts. So if you did tail those, you would have made a lot of money as well, because I nuked Chiefs money line for 100. I think the payout was like 290. I think it was, I forget what the odds were, but 290 payout for a $100 bet. And then my other bet was, what else did I take? I'm blanking now. What else did I take? Oh, yeah, Lions plus 7.5, put 100 on that. I think it paid out about 200, so like $100 profit on that. So we were very profitable betting money lines and spreads yesterday as well. So, yeah, we've been killing the books. We've been killing prize picks as well. And, yeah, guys, without further ado, I want to talk a little bit about a couple things before we get in this video. So first off, go ahead and download Sleeper Fantasy with the link down below in the description and use code FF23 for an 100% match on your first deposit up to $100. Sleeper runs free squares literally every single day, like this SGA square, this Trey square, stuff like that, Ant square, everything like that. So go ahead and take advantage of those free squares for first deposit users. And make sure to use code FF23. And like I said, the link will be down below in the description. And then also, guys, I want to show you a little bit about the DGF Optimizer. So the Optimizer is an awesome tool that's going to show you the best value available every single day. There's nothing really good value on the boards right now because it's early in the morning. The value for this comes up later in the day. So you want to make sure to download the DGF Optimizer and use code FIELDSFOCUS for 25% off your first month. The link to that will be down below in the description as well. And pretty much what it's going to do is it's going to compare PrizePicks / just DFS apps lines to sportsbooks lines. So you're going to want to download that. You're going to want to make sure you download that. And it's definitely going to make you a profitable sports bettor long term. We've been making so much money on the Optimizer. Let me see if there's value on Underdog. All right, value on Underdog. So right now, you would want this humanoid under 4 kills, map 1, 56.52% chance to hit. Line would be at 2.5 on sportsbooks. So you want to make sure to take this under on Underdog, and then the line's at 3.5 on PrizePicks. So this is great value here. Take that under. So that's pretty much what the DGF Optimizer is going to do. And then the correlation tool from Daily Grind Fantasy is also really cool because it's going to give you slips that correlate well together for different football games and stuff like that. NBA, it's not going to have correlation plays as much because basketball doesn't really correlate. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, yeah, maybe assists to points for another player correlates, but not as much. But let's take a look at this Boom Fantasy 5 slip they have right now. You got Brock Purdy pass yards over 247.5. Mahomes pass yards over 258.5. Deebo Samuel over 56.5 yards. George Kittle over 48.5 yards. And MVS over 17.5 yards. And pretty much what this is saying is if one of these things happen, like if Mahomes throws for his yards, then likely his receivers will cover. So MVS will cover. Same thing with Brock Purdy. If Brock Purdy throws for his yards, then likely Deebo and George Kittle will cover. That's pretty much what it's saying. And it's really an awesome, awesome tool that has made me very profitable as of late. So go ahead and sign up for Daily Grind Fantasy with the link down below in the description. And make sure to use code FIELDSFOCUS, capital F on Fields and Focus, for 25% off your first month. But without further ado, guys, let's get right into this video now. So first off, I got Tyler Hero over 19.5 points versus the Suns. The Suns struggled drastically versus point guards. They have given up multiple huge scoring performances this season, multiple 50-point games. Just off the top of my head, Jalen Brunson and Luka Doncic went for 50 versus the Suns. Sorry, I need a little sip of water there. The Suns allowed the sixth most points per game in the NBA to point guards this season. I know you're thinking too, Tyler Hero's not a point guard. Yes, he is. He's been playing the point guard position even with Rozier. They have Rozier listed as the shooting guard. And either way, it doesn't really matter when it comes to this because the Suns struggle drastically versus high pick and roll. And either way, if he's playing the 2 or the 1, it doesn't. Him and Rozier kind of rotate. He's going to have the ball in high pick and roll a lot. And he's under this line in 4 straight games. He's due for a bounce back with an ideal matchup. Love him to bounce back here. Love this spot here. So Tyler Hero over 19.5 points versus the Suns is my first play of the day. Next up, I got Kevin Durant over 23.5 points versus the Heat. He's over this line in 22 of his last 27 games versus the Heat. He's over this line in 30 of 39 games this season as well. So he's been covering this line with absolute ease all season long. This line is just way too low. Durant just needing 24 points to score. I like our chances with that. I truly do. Just needing 24 points is just way too low for a player like Kevin Durant. Like I said, he's covered this line consistently all season long at almost a 75% hit rate. This is another opportunity for him to get it done today and have a big scoring performance. So I really like our odds here. I really like the odds of Kevin Durant having a huge game. So Kevin Durant over 23.5 points versus the Heat is my second play of the day. Next up, I got Anthony Davis over 36.5 points plus rebounds versus the Rockets. The Rockets allow the 10th most points per game in the NBA to centers over the last month. The Rockets allow the 11th most rebounds per game in the NBA to centers over the last month. He's over this line in both games versus the Rockets this season. This is an ideal matchup for Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis, one of the best players in the NBA, obviously one of the best centers in the NBA. Got an ideal matchup versus a team that is really good defensively, but they do struggle versus the center position. And Anthony Davis has went over this line in both matchups versus this team already this year. Davis is absolutely dominant. I love this line for Anthony Davis tonight. He very rarely steers us wrong when it comes to betting. Everybody who watches my videos knows Anthony Davis is a wagon for this channel. He's definitely a wagon for this channel. We definitely bet on Anthony Davis a lot, but he does come through for us a lot. So I like the odds of him coming through here. I'm really confident. So Anthony Davis over 36.5 points plus rebounds versus the Rockets is my third play of the day. Next up, I got LaMelo Ball over 32.5 points plus assists versus the Knicks. He's over this line with ease in both games versus the Knicks this season. He's over this line in 4 straight games overall versus the Knicks as well. So LaMelo has been very dominant, and he's been absolutely torching the Knicks all season long. The Knicks allow the 3rd most assists per game in the NBA to point guards, and LaMelo loves this matchup, like I said. He plays better versus the Knicks, something about it. He gets up for this big game, and this is a great opportunity for him to have another big game. I didn't mention also, he has absolutely soared over this line in both matchups versus the Knicks this year. He's dropped 32+ in each game. Yes, they do defend the point guard position really well. However, scoring-wise, LaMelo has defied the odds, so I think he can definitely do it once again. They've been better as of late with OG Anunoby, obviously, because they might be able to throw Anunoby at LaMelo. But either way, I still think he gets it done. I still think he has a big night. So LaMelo Ball over 32.5 points plus assists versus the Knicks is my 4th play of the day. Lastly, I got Jalen Brunson over 7.5 assists versus the Hornets. He's over this line in 7 of his last 12 games. Brunson already has insane usage rate. It will only increase with no Julius Randle. Obviously, Julius Randle is out tonight with a dislocated shoulder. No idea how long he's going to be out for, but this is an ideal matchup for Brunson now. The Hornets also allow the 8th most assists per game to point guards. Great matchup for Brunson. This is a great opportunity for Brunson to be great. He's facing off versus one of the worst teams in the entire NBA. Definitely one of the worst defensive teams in the entire NBA as well. Overall, I'm just really confident that Brunson can have a big night, that Brunson can get it done. And overall, I really like this line tonight. So Jalen Brunson over 7.5 assists versus the Hornets is my 5th and final play. So those were my top 5 NBA PrizePicks player props for the day. like I said, if you enjoyed this video and you do want to see more from me, then go ahead and subscribe to the channel down below and give this video a big thumbs up because I really would appreciate that a lot. And it really does help this channel out a lot more than you even realize. And then make sure, guys, to sign up for Sleeper Fantasy today and use code FF23. They have not released the free square for first-time depositors yet, but you will get it once you sign up. You'll get it. They just haven't sent it out yet to us creators to promote and stuff like that. But it's going to be something like this. It's going to be a 0.5 points for a player that plays tonight. It might be Shea. He does play tonight, so it might be Shea. It might be It might be Anthony Davis. It might be one of those players. So go ahead and take advantage of that today and use code FF23. And also, if you have not signed up for the Daily Grind Fantasy Optimizer and Correlation tool yet, then go ahead and sign up for that today with code FIELDSFOCUS and get 25% off your first month. Both of those things will be linked down below in the description. But without further ado, can't thank you all enough for the support, and I'll see you guys all in the next one.